Alright, start recording. And 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the very first panel of day 2 of AOCon. This is the Delphox's Poke panel. We're going to be discussing all things Pokemon today.
That's right.
Let's have people introduce themselves. Go ahead.
I'm Delphox. Oh, were we talking? Were we going left to right? Sorry.
It's your panel, so start with you.
All right. Well, I'm Delphox fan. Obviously, I've been a fan of Pokemon pretty much my whole life, ever since like the Gen 5 games and the Gen 4 anime.
I'm Kurt, and I've been with Pokemon ever since I've started playing Pokemon Go, which was like 2020, and ever since I've been collecting cards and playing battles, with other people.
I'm Tom the Bomb. That's my name. I've been doing Pokemon. Let's see. Probably got into it through the X and Y anime, then the cards like 10 years ago, and from there I've watched pretty much the whole anime, like all 25 seasons. I still collect Pokemon cards, and I'm playing through Pokemon. Like I was playing Pokemon Scarlet literally like an hour ago.
Oh, I've got Pokemon Violet I have it on for Switch 2. Oh, let's get started. The Pokemon Legends EA is coming out in October. Who's excited about that?
Oh, Pokemon Legends EA. I think my mom is actually getting that for me.
Oh, I'm getting the Switch 2 version. Going back to Kalos, it's a dream. Like my first region I followed the development of was Kalos, X and Y. And when I saw the starters, like Fennekin was the immediate one that stood out to me because, oh my god, I love foxes, love foxes. Here's the story. When I was young, it was nearing Christmas time. We were at our Walmart, and I saw there were the Pokemon plushies by the checkout. I wanted the Fennekin plush. I was 13 at the time, and I just wanted her so bad. And then I got her for Christmas 2013, and she had been my favorite Pokemon ever since. She's my favorite plush that I have in my collection. Yeah. The fact we're going back to Kalos is a humongous achievement. We all thought, we're going to go to a past version of Kalos because of Legends Arceus. But I really like the modern development setting. It looks really good. The starters, for a while, I was struggling who to pick: Chikorita, Tepig, or Totodile. We got 2 Johtos and a Unova. And then I saw there was a cute Fennekin card that had Chikorita. I'm like, oh, I'm choosing Chikorita. We've all known.
Out.
Go on ahead.
Yo, Chikorita is underrated as fuck, dude.
Even though
the Gen 2, those
not very
starters,
good in all of the games. No major gym, no major
battles.
I
think for me the anime with Chikorita and Bayleaf just kind of made it.
Oh yeah, that was
out of
cute.
Those starters.
That was cute.
And then you said the ZA. I pre-ordered it, and it's the plushies you can get. I don't know if you saw, but if you ordered from the
I
website, you get a free plushie.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did. Because I'm not getting Switch 2 till they drop more games on it.
That makes sense. I got mine at launch.
I'm not paying $500 for Mario
Mine was
Kart.
not long at all. There was barely anyone at our local Target, thankfully.
Yeah, down in Korea, they have 2-hour lines just for a Switch 2. It's crazy.
New York, you should have seen how crazy it was in the New York store near Rockefeller. Holy crap.
I go there all the time.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
I'm on Long Island, so I can go there whenever I want. Just hop on the train and I'll be there. 30 minutes.
Lucky. Yeah. New Jersey girl, but it takes 2 hours to get into the city via the bus. And we live right near a bus stop off the major highway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, I don't know if y'all know about this cool game. It's Pokemon Snap. You guys should really try it out. It's
Oh
on Switch
yeah,
1
and
though.
then yeah, new Pokemon Snap is really good. Snap did come out on the Nintendo 64 originally, but it
Oh,
it
yeah.
also can be worked on Switch 2, which is phenomenal. I'm keeping my original Switch because obviously I got good
Exactly.
games on it.
I'll,
But
t- I'll, I've
Pokemon
never
Scarlet and oh, sorry.
I never played
Sorry.
it. I don't know. I never thought it looked too good, man. I thought I would just get bored just like clicking a button and just taking pictures of
I
Pokemon. I'd
mean,
rather just train them.
that makes
And
sense.
here's what I'm thinking about. I don't understand how there is no Pokemon VR game. I will like official Pokemon VR
Thank
game.
you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I'll never understand it because I'll tell you
Yes.
what. They're making a Deadpool VR game, like an official Deadpool VR game. There's Assassin's Creed,
Stupid.
there's all these other like official big licenses making VR games. If the day that Nintendo, I doubt they ever will too, but the day that they make an official
It's like
Pokemon VR game, literally like
the
chances
world
are
will
they're
be
gonna
healed.
butcher it and they're gonna release some. I think if they were a collab with Meta, like they could like
You
everyone would buy that. Everyone would buy that shit, no matter what the price.
pitch that idea to Game Freak. Pitch it to Game Freak, please.
And it's just like
Game Freak,
it's
I'm
something has to
begging
be in
you.
talks, but it's like
Nintendo will need to make a powerful hardware for it because before they make a VR Pokemon game.
Well-
Makes sense.
my thing is, I feel like
Exactly.
I don't know. I just feel like their best bet is to collab with Meta and just put it on the Quest, like every other popular game's doing. But the issue with that is I know, knowing Nintendo, they're probably gonna try to make their own really shitty headset, like kind of like not Nintendo Labo, but like their own form of headset.
They
It's gonna
already
cost
did that with the
$1,000.
Virtual Boy. They did that with the
It's
Virtual
gonna
Boy
cost
back in
$1,000 and
'95.
it's gonna be
Only
and it's
lasted
gonna be ass.
only lasted 8. Yep, only lasted 8 months on shelves. It only sold 770,000 units. I recommend the Scott the Woz video on Virtual Boy. Only displayed in red and black. It was like you had to put your headset like this. And you're like crouched. You're looking into the headset. It was on stilts. There was gonna be a shoulder support, but yeah, it just didn't function right. Only 14 games worldwide. Japan getting exclusive games, which, oh my god, it looked really bad. But anyway,
Well, I mean, it
Pokemon
was just-
VR definitely needs to happen.
the
Exactly.
closest you'll get to that is, I know there was some games on VR Chat a long time ago. I know there's stuff through PC VR that you could get Pokemon VR, but like
Mm.
it's just not. I don't know. It's just not the same if it's not official, you know.
And it's also
I
like the
just think-
licensing, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. They could do it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Regarding
I'm with-
Pokemon on Rec Room, My Little Monsters was the biggest fumble. Everyone's like, whenever they talk about Rec Room fumbles, they always talk about all this other stuff. If they made My Little Monsters instead like a because like, can't I tried Rec Room to purge everything? Yeah. Here's the
Wow.
thing. Pokemon, and literally in their promotion for My Little Monsters, I don't know if some of you guys saw this, but for the promotion of My Little Monsters, first they made cards, they made literally Pokemon cards, but instead of Pokemon being on it, it was the capybara. Not capybara.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra, what the hell it's called? Sasquatch,
Sasquatch
and the
and Mothman.
Mothman. Yeah,
Yeah,
They
They
made
really did add more
promotional, like,
monsters.
actual cards of those, and then they kept on hinting at a battle mode. And one of the Discord said that that the Pokemon you have to level up you have to make sure everything's maxed because there's going to be another update that never happened because it was a lie just to try to get people to play the game.
Oh, yeah, it did feel more like Nintendogs.
I don't know if they just made it like an actual battle. Like his record, I don't know, man. 'Cause that would actually do well if they made for a Pokemon game. It doesn't even have to be too crazy. They could just make 10 monsters. You pick one, and then you could hatch more, and then you could train them and battle them. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. Alright, well, moving on. Well, I would say, personally, I've been watching the Pokemon Horizons anime exclusively in Japanese online. I was just wondering what your roomie was doing out. You know, I hate how Netflix is like putting the anime out exclusively on their platform. Well, in the UK, Pokemon Journeys and Horizon aired on the BBC. In the US, no, we have to wait for Netflix. And this is why I'm watching it online, exclusively in Japanese. Also, I'm trying to learn the language, and I'm pretty much watched it for the whole thing. To me, it's way better.
Well,
I
I'll tell
can't
you
go
what.
back to the dub.
Here's the
Yeah?
thing about Netflix. The one thing I like about Netflix over all these other streamer platforms is I know they always talk about having ads, but Netflix just doesn't have ads. Like
Exactly.
Prime. If you try to watch like Pokemon on Prime Video, like I'm trying to watch through the whole anime, all 25 seasons.
There's 2 ads.
Because when I was a kid, like I watched XY, I watched Sun and Moon, and then I was watching
Mhm.
Journeys, and I was like, Journeys makes absolutely no sense unless you watch everything else. So I went back
Yeah.
and I rewatched Indigo League because obviously I watched Indigo League when I was growing up, and then I
Oh.
watched Orange Islands, I watched Johto, I watched
I
Poem.
don't think so.
May
and
I
now-
go? Pokemon TV. They got rid of that. This
Yeah,
was
that was good.
incredible for back then. It was like It was on the official website. Then they made an app, and then they just pretty much took it away. They shut down the servers March of last year. I missed
No, I'll
that.
tell you what. When I first got into watching Pokemon, if you went on Prime Video for $2 a month, they had a subscription that had on Prime no ads, every movie and every season, all 25 seasons, and every
Dang.
single movie. And
Oh
it was
my
$2
God.
a month, and it was amazing because I was able to watch everything in chronology. I was able to watch all 25 seasons, all the special shows, on Prime, no ads, every single movie, everything Pokemon anime they had, and then for some reason they slowly phased it out. So now all they have for the same subscription is just a couple movies and like once I think just the original.
Oh,
anime.
Netflix has X and Y on
Yeah, they
their.
brought back X and
Yeah,
Y, but took out Sun and Moon.
Tubi has Black and White. It's all spread throughout various platforms. Tubi is free. But
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Also, might be the licensing. But I honestly don't really know.
I mean, it was worth it though. Like I used it when it was actually like had a lot of stuff on it, and I was able to watch
Oh.
everything because every season has a movie. Like there's like probably near 30
VTR,
Pokemon
did you see
movies.
that guy just go through the wall? Some guy just like went into there.
Yeah, I hear him back there.
Oh, the wall,
God.
the gray wall. Check the gray wall. Cause remember last time it was decorational.
And I'll tell you what
somebody-
about like, what
I'll be
is your
very
guys'
happy.
opinion? What do you think is the best in the anime? What is the best version of Ash?
Well,
'Cause
the
I
best
think-
version of him.
I think I'll tell you what. I think X and Y or the original.
X and Y was definitely a strong contender because I would like the last one with the original anime
That's
art
true.
style. You know, oh, someone said Alola. I mean, this is when they changed animator, like from the original to Team Kato. Like, I loved the black and white anime as a kid because that was like the first one I watched fully in my first games, Pokemon White. But I also got into like with Sinnoh a little bit, but it was more Unova. The reason why I got into Pokemon, in my 5th grade classroom, we had these little Pokemon figurines. I was big into Littlest Pet Shop as a kid, and they're kind of making a resurgence now. Kind of funny. Back to 10. Anyway, we had a Lucario figurine whose head came off, and young me, I really liked Lucario at that point. I thought he looked cool, you know?
Mhm.
And then he pretty much was the sole reason I got into Pokemon. You know, just that headless Lucario. And then when I saw an X and Y, we were getting Megas, and seeing Mega Lucario was awesome. Oh, when I was in middle school, when I was about 12, so I was 6th grade, when we saw Mega Mewtwo Y, people have just been like saying it's like Mew 3. That was a new evolution. They were semi right. It was Mega Mewtwo, but oh, sure, you could say something. You gotta tape it
There
out.
will be a,
we can't hear you.
question.
Oh yeah,
There will be an audience question portion. There will be.
yeah. There'll be
an
a
audience
Q&A
question
later. Yeah, what they say.
He didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. Very well.
If you have
Woo!
something to say, just type it out though. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, in my eyes, I'll tell you what. I think Mega Evolution is overrated. I don't know. I think it's overrated.
I mean, everyone
Same
says
thing with crystallization and stuff. I understand
terrestrialization
why
is cool.
terrestrialization, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know, man. I just never liked it. It just felt like such an extra thing. I don't know. I'd rather just have like an ability that's like more permanent rather than just like do it once. You can only do it once per game and
Yeah,
that's it.
or
And if
like
you blow
Z
it, you
moves,
blow
or
it.
Dynamax, or Gigantamaxing.
I think it's all
But
just a lot.
Gigantamax only lasted 3 turns, and then you're back to normal. That was kind of weird.
And
Z moves I felt like were cool. Like they had
when
a physical toy, and I have it with all the Z crystals. Yeah, sorry.
Pokemon Sun was probably, I think, the first Pokemon game I actually probably played through when I was a kid on my DS. But actually, no,
Oh,
one of the first Pokemon games I played, the first ever shiny I caught was a shiny Magikarp from Pokemon Go. I have about 10 shiny
Oh,
Garchomps on Pokemon Go, actually.
my very first shiny. I was playing Z-Max were sick. G-Max was okay. I could have. Oh, whoops, sorry. Oh my god. I gotta get used to that. Terrestrialization is lame. I mean, it can't help, but yeah, it makes sense. My first Mega Evolution, I was playing Pokemon X, and I encountered a horde of Stunky. One of them was a shiny. I was like, oh my god! And then I took out all the other 4. I caught the shiny one. Oh, and great, Kurt's gone. But then I saw I was getting. I named her Lil Stinker, and anytime that there's a Stunky in the game, I catch a girl to name her that, and she's just held a special place in my heart.
I don't know. I have so many shinies, bro. Alright. I've caught so many shinies in Pokemon Go. I've caught shinies in a lot of other games that are like not
Oh, Minchino,
Pokemon, but
good
like
one.
you guys know on Roblox, y'all remember Pokemon Brick Bronze, right? Does anyone remember Pokemon Brick Bronze from like 2017 on Roblox?
I never
If you
played
have
Roblox.
if you have elite ball knowledge, you know what I'm talking about. It was this game on Roblox. It had an active. This was 2017 numbers, by the way, which is crazy. In 2017, it would average 40 to 100,000 active players on Roblox. It's still up, technically not. Then in 2018, the Pokemon Company took it down because it was literally it was better than actual official Pokemon games, so they had to take it down. And now I'm sure if it was like in 100,000 active players on Roblox 8 years ago is the equivalent to like well over 1 million now.
Wow.
How long is a little while ago? Because I'll tell you what, Bronze Forever, pretty much. How it's played now is the original developers. Maybe
A year ago?
So
Wow.
the original developers obviously got taken down in 2018, but then I don't even know how it got out. But literally the full script for the game did get released or leaked or whatever. So a bunch of people took that script, and since it's copyright, whenever someone uploads it after a couple days or a couple weeks, it will get taken down. So there's these people. It's called, look it up. It's Bronze Forever on Roblox, or you could look it up on Google. You'll find their Discord server. Pretty much it saves your data. So you'll play it, and then eventually after a week it might get taken down. But if you're in the server, you'll just watch the status, and eventually after a few days or a few hours or however long it takes, it will get re-uploaded and your data will still be there. And they actively update it, so even though the original official game with the official original devs was banned 8 years ago, it was brought back by fans, and it gets actively updated like it used to be. And the original devs made Lumion Legacy, which I don't know if you ever played that, but it's like their own Pokemon game, and it was really good the first couple years it came out, and now it gets like just for one route, I don't know. The game came out in I believe 2020 or 2019, and it only has 4 badges out of the 8, and it's been out for like 5 years. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Oh, you know more about Pokemon than I do.
I know.
Or like more about
all
like the
that.
community aspect of Pokemon is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and then there was another fan game that was actually really, really well made, but like it just had a horrible release and it just went to shit. Like Lumia Legacy has at least about on average 1 to 2,000 active players and a decently big community. But this other game, Tales of Tenorio, has like an active and it's really good. Like if you play, like it looks really good. It's like really well made, except it only has about 200 to 300 at most. And if it's an update, maybe it'll get close to 1,000, but that's the max. Which sucks because at its release it was over 20,000. So
Well,
that's all the Roblox.
well,
stuff.
I played one of my favorite Pokemon games is technically a spin-off. It's Pokemon Art Academy on Nintendo 3DS. Came out around X and Y, nearing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire's release, which that's pretty good. It's basically a drawing game with Pokemon by the defunct Headstrong Game. They were pretty fun, you know? Just learning how to draw your own Pokemon. I was wondering what happened to you there.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
I played that game for so many hours as a kid. I still have the original cartridge and box, and despite it being it was not their best-selling game. I don't remember how many units it sold, but I heard it didn't really sell well at all. They were their first game developed in the United Kingdom, not Japan. But it is. I thought it's really good. I still play it from time to time now, but yeah. Anyone have any good spin-off games that they play, like Rumble or Conquest? That was a good one.
I
I've
played
heard.
Rumble on the Wii U.
Oh, Rumble U.
Oh, I don't know. It was on the DS actually. It was on the DS. I played something on the Wii U. I don't remember what it
Radical
was.
Red. Oh, Pinball. That's a good one. We're talking about official spin-offs. Yeah, but Pinball I heard was good, and it came like a Rumble function in the cartridge. You had to put a battery in. That was kind of innovative. Yep, I know it's an official. Like Dash on DS.
Wait, what's Radical
There
Red?
was an educational what?
What's Radical Red?
I think it's a fan game. I'm pretty sure it's a fan game. Hence why I've. Oh, he's saying something. Well, there was a typing game that only released in Europe. Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure. Yeah, it's a fan game of Red. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure only came out in Europe and I think Japan. Never got a release stateside, but you know, it's like a Bluetooth keyboard, and you basically learn to type, use to catch Pokemon. So the title, Learning with Pokemon, implied there were going to be more Pokemon learning games, but it pretty much got canceled. Like, that would have been so cool if we got more learning, like edutainment games from Pokemon. We've had a few.
Yeah.
There have been arcade games that released in Japan, which I'm telling you, I really want to go to Japan and try.
I'm going to Tokyo in a few years for my sister's Sweet 16.
Oh, I could have gone there on my Sweet 16, but I threw a party. 16-year-old me was stupid, but then again, I'm looking back good. I'm pretty happy because I never would have kissed my boyfriend. Whenever I had my first kiss, if I went to Japan. And I feel like I go now because I've learned more about the culture. Like, know more about the customs of the country. I don't want to be that kind of tourist. You know, those kind. Like the guys that would blare music.
Those kind.
I'd rather not.
My grandpa, cause he's like 80. We go to a Chinese restaurant. He's not very.
Okay, let's not. Best behavior. I said. We are not going to have a racism. This is public, so. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go to Nintendo World, and I'm waiting. I'm hoping that they do like some sort of Apparently, the rumor is when because the Simpsons license for Universal is almost done because obviously Disney bought it a couple of years ago. So Universal, like for Orlando or whatever the hell they have the Simpsons lands, it's gonna end soon and they're gonna have to replace it. There's a bunch of rumors saying that Pokemon is gonna replace it.
I mean, like, Pokemon could replace it, but if we're going with like Nintendo, I feel like they might go with more Kirby or Zelda.
Well,
Something
Zelda
like
was
that.
already, I'm pretty sure, announced that that's the next part of Nintendo Land is Zelda.
That
I
might
don't,
be the.
I don't want
To
to
go with the
hijack your
movie or
panel,
something.
but I can shed a
No,
little
no, no!
light
I
on
don't mind
this.
at all. I don't mind at all.
I can spread a little light on that. So it is 100% confirmed that a Pokemon ride is coming to Universal Japan.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's replacing the Spider-Man ride over there. And
Wow.
the rumor about it over here is true about the
Yeah.
Pokemon rumor.
Nintendo is Pokemon's
And
owned
the
by
Legend of
Nintendo
Zelda
Game
thing
Freak
is
and
not
Creatures.
confirmed, but it's a lot rumored that it's going to go over to Islands of Adventure in Universal, where the Lost Continent used to be.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean it would make sense because that's all like Pokemon is literally the biggest franchise in the world. If you look up what's the biggest
Yeah, but it's not
franchise,
owned completely by Nintendo. If you look in the room chat, Trev
Yeah.
says that it's owned by Nintendo Game Freak and Creatures Incorporated. And fun fact, Game Freak didn't even start out making Pokemon. They made their very first game, again, Scott the Waz, I'm quoting here, was Mendel's Palace on NES. To think and they even developed Yoshi for the NES. Yes. You have to make magazine for. I knew Nintendo started out with Hanafuda, handmade playing cards in 1889. Moved over to toys in the 60s. Oh yeah, I didn't know that at all. Oh, I didn't know they used to make magazines. Thank you, Trev.
I remember I used to get like I used to get like GameStop magazines in the mail when I was like 5. Like that was
Oh
like 10
man.
years ago. I remember all that. Oh, 10, 11 years ago.
You're making me feel old here.
Like GameStop magazines.
No, it's just like you were saying 10 years ago and you were 5. Oh
Well,
my
I'm
god.
16 now, so
Oh yeah. I'm already feeling something.
All right. We're gonna now take some questions from the audience. If anyone has any questions in the audience, and they want to talk, then to talk about Pokemon or anything like that. If you got any questions, type them out in chat. They will answer them.
Worst main series Pokemon game? That's pretty subjective, People say like X and Y are too easy. Scarlet and Violet had so many glitches on launch.
here's what I'm gonna say straight up. This is coming from y'all. I've been into Pokemon for about 10 years. Y'all can call me new gen. I just like can't sit through a lot of those. Like when I was a kid, those DS games like Sun and Moon, XY, Omega Ruby, I loved. But
All the
now,
three.
like now, after I've experienced what Pokemon, like how, like, yeah, it has its bugs, but it just looks like so much nicer. Like I just can't play those old DS games anymore. I don't know. It's just like it's not.
For me, it's just since I've
I like
pretty
the
much
open
been
world.
with Barry, I can't go back to Black and White. I can't go back to Black 2, White 2, or earlier. And I saw somebody say favorite Pokemon. All right, well, that's easy for me. My personal favorite is Fennekin, like the entire Fennekin line. I also love Sprigatito's line. When I saw Sprigatito in the Scarlet and Violet reveal trailer, I was like, I'm choosing that cat. That involves like Fennekin, quadruped, bipedal, having to do with magic. I love
Mine's
it.
like I love Luxray. I think Luxray is a G.
A classic, and I love that.
Yeah, I love Luxray. He's like I just fuck with electric Pokemon. I think Pikachu's like cool, but like overrated. Like you'll never see me. I don't know. You'll never see me walking around with a Pikachu, but you'll always see me walking around with a Luxray. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, I will be walking around with my Fennekin plush, like pretty much if I go to someplace new, because Again, I have autism. Normalize emotional support plushies. Please normalize them. All right, we got a few people typing. Let's see. Lopunny and Baneri are cute. Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Baneri and
people like
Lopunny are
Lopunny
very
for a very
cute.
different reason.
Yeah, I know what you were talking about. They're both very cute, but yeah, those fans. I do have a Baneri plush too that my boyfriend gave me, along with Apache Rizu and Wobbuffet.
I have like 60 Mario plushies. I don't even know why. I don't really got much Pokemon though. I got a bunch of Pikachus. I'm looking over there. I got Bulbasaur. I
You
got
could draw 'em.
Jigglypuff.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you, Snug. Okay. Latios is your favorite. The first legendary you ever caught. Aviation. Oh, yeah. And blue is your favorite color. Those are all pretty good reasons.
Yeah. All right. I got a question for you, Delphox, and I'll answer it. All right.
Yeah.
Have you seen that trend on TikTok? Like making your realistic Pokemon team.
I've seen it. Like when you type out your name and it gives you a team.
No. There's been trends of people like literally.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Now
they
I
make
know
their
what you're talking
realistic
about.
team. Yeah. What was
Yeah, no,
your
I saw it.
realistic team? Don't like everyone like people try to
Realistic.
put like just straight up aces. Like realistically, probably half of Ash's Pokemon didn't even evolve once. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Realistic for me. That would be tough. I feel like I would have my starter would have to be like one of the Universe starters because that was the first game I played. I'm thinking Oshawa because it's a cute little guy. When I was a kid, we went to a local apple orchard that's in the area, and I would have caught an applin at one point, maybe. I really do like Hydra Apple, but I would have to give it one at the apple, but I haven't decided which one yet. Want to make it a Flapple, a Appleton, or a Diplin to evolve into Hydra Apple. I don't know which one yet. I would have a Lily pup, maybe a Herdy. I would have a Herdier because it reminds me of my grandmother's Yorkie Peanut. That would be his nickname, obviously. That's 3. Okay, let me think. I would definitely have a Smeargle because not only are they dogs, but they paint, and I'm very artistic. I love to draw. And they could be. I'll check it out. All right, well, okay. Oh man, what other Pokemon would I have to fill up my roster? I want to have at least one Fox Pokemon, but I don't know which one. There's so many. Maybe like the cute little Nickit. Oh my god, Nickit. It was so cute, but it's like an underrated fox. Maybe. I'm debating. But I feel like more recently I'd have a Yamper because Corgis are my favorite breed of dog. They're cute little wiggle butts and they're just so cute. Oh my. Oh, and yeah, thank you. I would. Oh, Darkspawn, that's a good one. I would honestly have a Chatot because we had a bunch of birds growing up, and my mom also grew up with a bunch of birds. So Chatot would be real. So my team would be Oshawa, Applin, Herdier, Herdier. Oh my god, who else did I say? Yamper. Oh my god, Chatot, and Smeargle. Thank you. I know it's a. Thank you. Okay, I just could not remember. I have such a bad memory.
I'll tell you what. If I had a Pokemon team, all right. Well, realistically, I'm going out. I'm getting the gym badges, right? So I would 100%. Whatever my starter is, would 100% be fully evolved. That's like the one Pokemon I can say I'll have fully evolved. My starter. I'm trying to think because I'm in New York, right? So I would definitely have the Apita for like my bird. I like to have the pigeon. 100%.
Of course. Yeah.
Starter.
That
I'm
is
just
very
gonna take anything I want. Give me fucking I've always ever since the anime, I've always liked Greninja, Ash Greninja, so I'll
Ooh.
probably end up taking that. Then
Okay.
I'd probably go for um uh I got two dogs, so in my eyes I feel like I would always have a what's it
Rockruff. Oh, I might
Rockruff,
change
yeah.
my Oshawott for a Fennekin because obviously with Gen 6. So I'll swap my Oshawott for Fennekin because foxes. I wanted to have at least
Yeah.
one fox Pokemon. But yeah. Okay, so you would
Then
have Greninja, Rockruff,
hit of I would probably
a Pidove.
I would definitely get a Shinx, right? But then I'd probably evolve into a Luxio. Like, not a Luxray, but I'd
Mhm.
definitely have a Luxio for sure. Because I used to have a
Makes sense.
cat, for favorite Pokemon. Um,
Oh.
how many is that? Four. I'd probably
Mhm.
get. I'm trying to get away from where I'm also on Long Island. So something at the beach. I'd probably just grab a level 1 Magikarp that wouldn't do anything.
Mm.
But just be there for moral support, and then I'll put it in my box and never use it again.
How about a Sandy Gas? That's cool.
I don't know. I never really.
Do I
I
like
know what Pokemon you're
Zorua?
talking
Oh,
about.
I love Zorua.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Pokemon.
this is Pokemon.
Um, then I don't know what's like a good beach Pokemon. Like
Sandy Gas and Palossand. You
there's
like
a
the
bunch of green ones. Which
yeah,
be
there's
more
way too many
specific.
green Pokemon.
Zelda.
Wrong
You.
franchise, my man. Wrong franchise. Oh, Galarian Slowpoke is pretty cool.
Slowpoke. I see. Yeah, yeah.
The
I'm
regional
thinking
forms, I really like that idea.
any
Any crap,
Krabby. Oh, Kingler.
Krabby
Kingler.
King, Corphish, Crawdon, Clauncher,
Yeah, them that
Clawitzer,
Me Too build. Um,
Mewtwo, hear me out.
actually, I would 100% have a Kingler. I think I would grab a Kingler.
Ooh, oh,
That's a
Pukumuku,
good
that's a good.
shout.
It's a sea cucumber, Pukumuku. Oh,
I probably also have. It's because of the
the
city. Pikachu.
yellow electric guy, Pikachu. How do you?
I'd probably also have a Grimer
We,
or a Muck. Abra. Oh, well, there's Abra, there's
Kadabra
Abra,
and
Kadabra, and
Alakazam.
Alakazam. Yeah.
A Wiglet. You wanted a Wiglet, kind of
Oh, we.
like pointy build.
Yeah, Alakazam. If you
Yeah,
said Abra, yeah.
in Japanese, in Japanese, their names are Keisi, Yungera, and Pudin. Obviously, they're based on magicians. They're
Yeah, Kadabra.
Kadabra.
I have card. I got recently. I bought the I'm a card trip. I bought the Pokemon 151 Alakazam EX box. So I got
Oh
Hollow,
wow!
the special cards, like the special Kadabra, Abra, and Alakazam cards. They're
Oh,
over the
my
corner.
my dad bought my brother and I Pokemon cards while he was out. It was 151. It was like the starter promo card. There's Grimer,
Purple
Muck,
Blob, Grimer, Muck. Those are the two I said before.
Ditto. Ditto is
Oh
more
yeah,
pink.
Ditto. I want to get. What's your favorite shiny?
My favorite shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good. I could. Well, I like. Personally, I love like Tinkaton shiny. Like, I like shinies nowadays. Gen 6 onward, they're more design. Like the Tinkaton line. I love how her body doesn't change, just the hammer. Like instead of being made of iron, it's made of like copper or like bronze, which is pretty cool.
I'll tell you what.
Like an
What do you?
iron.
What?
Ooh, Hisui and
Oh,
Zorua and Zoroark
are you talking
cool.
about like Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, all
Reggie
those, all the
Reggie
Reggies?
Steel.
Reggie.
He's talking about
There's
Reggie
Reggie
Steel.
Steel. There's Reggie Rock.
He's
There's
an
Reggie
Iron
Ice.
Golem, and then there's Regigigas, and then in Galar, Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra, there's Regieleki and Regidrago. Regieleki had the base speed stat of 200, beating out Speed Form Deoxys, which is kind of crazy. Being a physical electric type is not good. No,
Tell you what,
Magikarp.
All right,
the
just letting y'all
best.
know, we only have 10 more minutes of the panel left. Just letting you know.
All
The
right, thank
best
you.
shiny, in my opinion, is either shiny Charizard is actually a tough one. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shiny Charizard. I have a and Gyarados. Oh my god! I have a shiny Charizard on Pokemon Go. I'm actually opening up
Screenshots.
Pokemon Go right now.
We all know.
I should have a shiny Gyarados, except they added some new thing called like big candies, and I didn't know what it was, so I transferred 300 magic candy into this big candy, thinking it was like a better thing, and it actually just made me waste all my candy. So now I have
Wow.
to like restart from nothing because I have a
And
shiny
somebody
Magikarp that's just
said
sitting there.
like, and
Oh yeah, I have
someone
a shiny
said, did I
Delphox.
know Screen Toad was faster than Latios from Latia? No, but I knew that Perugly was faster, like a big fat cat, faster than a literal jet. Yeah, those are like a bunch of memes.
Yo, Delphox, look on Discord. Look what I just pinged you in the server.
Alright.
I didn't even realize I had this. I just opened my app and I saw that I have it.
Oh
A
my
shiny
god.
Delphox.
Oh my god, he's so handsome. Oh my god. Oh, I love that shiny. Like the purple and the gray. It's incredible.
I got so many. How many shinies do I have? Pokemon Go. I got 55 shinies.
My brother and my dad play Pokemon Go like pretty much all the time. I have not
Yes,
played Pocket.
I have
I
been
do
playing.
not.
I got
My
I
phone
got
does
like
not
I got
support
a
it,
shiny God Pack.
which is bull. All shinies except 5. Wow. I really need to get my phone
Screamtail is
upgraded.
faster than
Not just for
Latias.
Pocket, but because it's just slow. It's an A13 5G. Jeez, I need to get that upgraded. A PSA 8 first edition Charizard, but you lost. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Rip. I've learned from experience. Don't bring your Pokemon cards to school.
Oh
When I was a
yeah.
kid, I used to bring them. When I was like when I was in kindergarten, first
Oh,
grade, I used to
don't.
bring them.
Kids, do not bring your Pokemon card to school unless you want to get them stolen.
Like Pokemon, I'll tell you what,
Honestly,
Pokemon is like one of those things where it's like, as a little kid, you're like in love with it, right? And then you get to
mm-hmm.
like middle school and you're like, Pokemon's not cool or whatever. That's just how I was, and it's like Pokemon's for losers. And then high school hits, and you're like, 16, 17, about to be an adult, and you're like, Pokemon's the shit. And everyone just kind of gets back into it. It's really like Pokemon's the shit.
Actually, for me, I never fell out of Pokemon. That's how my boyfriend and I met. It was a Pokemon book on our middle school bleachers, and we became. I talked to him at lunch. We became friends. My sweet 16 came round. We had our first kiss, and the rest is history.
How long ago was this? Well, how
2016. Technically, we met
you guys have been
in
together for a
7th
long
grade, so it was
time?
like, yeah, we met in 2014. I was in 7th grade. He was in 6th. Sweet guy. And then 2016, we had our first kiss, and that pretty much sealed our fate. We've been together for 9 years, but we knew each other longer, or like
I once had a
11.
relationship that lasted like a month.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been with some weird women, man. I'll put it that way.
I don't know what is with people us with autism and just relationships. I feel like we're more dedicated to maintaining a healthy relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. This is what Pokemon is technically an anime, so this is kind of what do you guys thoughts in the anime season? I know this isn't really Pokemon related, but this is kind of something that I was like looking at, like for Rec Room, like the whole anime big battle pass thing.
Oh yeah, that sounds really cool. I need to get in school. We had
I'm
a
like 2 stages
Pokemon
away.
trading center at school. Wow.
Really?
I had an anime club in high school.
Actually no. I had Cheese King. Cheese King,
I
come
saw
sit down
that.
and watch the Pokemon fan club.
You can't get on stage. Sorry.
Um, uh, I remember when I was like I want to say first grade, second grade. This was when Pokemon. It was 2016, so you probably around there, probably like second grade, third grade, maybe first, somewhere between there. Back when Sun and Moon was a thing,
Mm,
the Pokemon Center in school just for Pokemon people. That's sick. Um,
that's cool.
5 minutes.
All right.
At a library near me, they had this like Pokemon Club thing. So pretty much it was like this guy, one of the guy like librarians would run it, and it was like an hour, like once a week. And you would go and you would bring your DS and you would just battle other people that were there. It was like there was maybe like there was like a lot of people there. It was like usually like 10 to 15 people there, and you just battle other people. And the guy also set up gym badges, so like if you beat him, you would get like he made custom gym badges like from like the original like 8 Kanto gyms. So if you
Oh
beat him,
man,
he would
that
give
was
you a
so
gym
cool.
badge. If you beat a certain person, you would get another gym badge. If you did like if you got like a 3 game win streak, you would get a different gym badge, like stuff like that, and that was cool.
Oh,
And then it
that
ended
would
up
have been.
and then the guy left to a different library and it didn't happen, but it was sick. I remember.
That sounded like a lot of fun.
It was, yeah, I remember. And that's the same library where I used to get, because I had no idea how to even watch Pokemon, like those other ones, so I would always rent like the Pokemon DVDs. That's how I
Mm,
watched like Johto and stuff when I was growing up.
yeah. Oh, I just eat. Oh yeah, better. In my town, I have a little rankings for journey, like in Journey. Oh, that's actually interesting. Like personally, I haven't like watched the Journeys anime fully, but that's pretty cool. Like, I think we have
I
time for one more
watch
question.
I watched Journeys, and then I watched half of Ultimate Journeys, and then I realized, oh boy, I have to watch everything else. So,
Yeah,
and Pokemon has over 1,000 episodes, and it takes like I think
and there were a lot
how
of differences that were like
I
in
think
the
like
thousandth episode when Professor Kukui and Professor Burnett got married. Oh, jeez. Holy crap. Selling Pokemon cards and you got suspended. Wow. I mean, it makes sense. But, like, there were a lot of cultural differences. Like, during the wedding episode with Professor Burnett and Professor Kukui, in the U.S. version, they were drinking oranges. In the original Japanese, it was champagne. But I guess they had to remove that for the Western, for a U.S. audience. All right, you'll be
I
the
mean, I
last
don't really
question.
think. I think just because a lot of kids watch Pokemon, but at the same time, it's like there. I know
There
this is
are a
what
lot of
always.
growing
If
up
anyone has any
jokes.
questions, ask. But if not, I'm gonna just yap about this for a second. When I was a kid, and if you watch Indigo League in the U.S., you would know what I'm talking about. There is a point where randomly Jesse all of a sudden has a Lickitung, and there's a random scene part of the anime where all of a sudden Ash has 100 Tauros, and the Tauros is kind of a
Mm-hmm.
big part because it helped them win the Orange. Like, the episode is not in the original. And if you watch Indigo League in Orange Islands, the episode where Jessie gets her Lickitung, um, and 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 James's Victory Bell evolves, and or Weeping Bell evolves, and Ash catches all that Tauros. That episode, one of the most important episodes, are cut from the original thing
Oh, I
because
know what
there's
you're
a
talking about.
scene
The
because
guns.
there's a scene where Ash gets a bunch of guns aimed at his head, like actual guns,
Oh,
and it made
like
me so mad because I never understood where this like they got like because that's like three like main really important plot
an
points
electric
in one
soldier Porygon.
episode.
That was another banned episode, but that
Yeah,
was
because it
because
gave kids
of the
seizures.
epileptic seizures to over
Yeah.
700 kids in Japan. Couldn't be rebroadcast at all. If you watch it, like it'll hurt your eyes, and that's why, pretty much why in anime they have the warning on screen saying when you're watching TV, you have to have your make sure you're not too close to the TV and the room is brightly lit.
The original Pokemon anime was by far I don't know. It's just like
Oh
so good.
yeah,
'Cause it's just like I don't know. It's just good,
having
dude.
four
It's
kids
like
and not the Pokemon Company, like at one point, like Vikings used to live in Minnesota. The jelly-filled donuts for the onigiri, the rice balls.
yeah.
We all know about
I,
that one.
All right. That
Yeah,
is
but we're gonna
all
end
the
it here.
time. that is all the time we have for today, this
Oh,
panel
that's
today. Thank
already?
you guys for coming and watching this panel. There will be another panel at 2 o'clock, which is in like an hour from now. That will be a total drama panel.
Mine.
Hosted by this guy and another person. If Flux doesn't show, I'll step in because I was pretty involved.
Or
Yeah.
I could
I
step
mean, you
in
should step
too
in
if
either
you
way.
want. I could step in too. I love total drama. I loved
Yeah,
it when I was a
you
kid.
guys should just do it anyways. We have enough spots. Me and Fox will only be able to talk about so much.
But yeah, that's it for this panel. If you're watching, thank you guys who watched in the audience, and if you're watching this as a video later, thank you guys so much for joining. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of AOCon. After this, if you want to head to the actual event where the panel, well, the main room is, that's where I'll be and everything. So if you want to join us there, you can literally party up with us here and just follow us if you want.
We're glad to have you guys here.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the panel. There's more panels later today, so keep an eye out
What up?
for those events. All right.
Bro,
Goodbye.
and the fucking ash hat, that's Loki peak.